of them earned. She's walked 2 and struck out 1, but she's got to face Sherlyn Thomas and Trocum in this 2-3-4 spot. Sherlyn is 0 for 1 today, walked in the second inning, as it's now or never for the Illini in these next possible 3 innings. They can't allow 3 more runs or they'll be run ruled. So defensively, they're going to have to continue. I mean, it was a huge double play. Brochu's first batter, Sherlyn attacking early, foul ball. I mean, that's the perfect play you want there.
Yeah, exactly. It gets you out of the inning in a limited amount of pitches for Brochu, but it also gives your team a ton of momentum heading into these wraps at the plate. And if you're the Illini, hopefully you take that momentum into a couple of runs and continue to chip away at this deficit.
Low for ball 1 as you've got Brochu going from the circle to the dugout, back to the pen, warming up. Muzan's also in there.
Yeah, she definitely wasn't completely warm coming into that game.
1-1. Sherlyn hits one between first and second, and it's a leadoff 5th inning single for Kiana Sherlyn for her first hit of the game, her 65th of the season. And the Illini are trying to get some offense going in this 5th inning. Carly Thomas coming back up. She's driven in the only earned run allowed from Moody in this game on a single in the first inning. And she's hitting .362 with runners on, 8 home runs, 38 RBIs for Thomas this season.
And like we've mentioned pretty much all day, she's been one of the top hitters in Illini history.
Sherlyn going for second, safe. Kiana Sherlyn with her 11th stolen base of the season. She's only been caught stealing twice, and she moves up in the stolen base rankings in Illinois history after that one, and Thomas now has a runner in scoring position with nobody out in the 5th. And it's another big chance for Illinois to bring in some runs after not scoring in the 3rd and the 4th inning. 0-1 to Thomas outside. Sherlyn goes back to second. Halada going to have to watch out for Sherlyn, maybe trying to go and steal 3rd.
Yeah, this necessarily wouldn't be the best opportunity to try to steal 3rd. You've got a right-handed catcher with a wide open angle to throw to 3rd base with a lefty at the plate.
1-1, low, blocked by Halada. 2-1, Sherlyn stays put at second.
Yeah, but like we see Fleming over there at second occasionally, you're not being held on that tightly, so you can afford to take a big gamble on a secondary lead to potentially score on a single or advance on a dirt ball because nobody's going to keep you honest over there.
2-1 low for ball 3. So Moody trying to avoid her 3rd walk of the game. She's faced 20 batters so far and is almost up to the same amount of pitches she pitched yesterday. She had 79 pitches yesterday. She's up to 76 today and will walk Carly Thomas in 5 pitches. And Illinois now have 2 runners on with nobody out. And what an opportunity now for the sophomore, Ryan Trocum.
Looks like Trocum's going to trot back to the dugout, and Rulius might be re-entered to hit.
Yes, she will be. So Rulius got a single back in her last plate appearance. She was not playing in right field in the time between her last at-bat and now her next at-bat, so Trocum will not go up to the batter's box. And Rulius with another RBI opportunity in this series. She's driven in 3 on 3 hits yesterday, and she comes back in today hitting 1 for 2 today. Ball high from Moody. 3rd and 4th runs for Illinois on base.
Yeah, just like I was about to say, this is a huge inning for Illinois. It's got the potential with no outs right now to be the inning where Illinois really makes this a ball game, and it's going to start with their cleanup hitter here in Bella Loya, who's on deck.
Breaking pitch right there from Moody, 1-1. Rulius is hitting .338 with runners on and .349 with runners in scoring position. 31 RBIs this season on 7 doubles, 1 triple, and 8 home runs. 1-1 for Rulius. Low for ball 2. Purdue definitely needing some outs, and we could see maybe a change on the hill possibly, as Moody has been unable to find the strike zone.
It's a pretty weird count to come in and make a change if it is that way.
We'll see.
A 2-1 change. I doubt this is going to be the time where they pull Moody. Still with a 5-run lead, already gotten a strike to this batter.
Yeah, no one warming up from our view. Doesn't look like anyone's coming off, so Moody's going to stay in the game.
Yeah, there's a catcher with gear on in their bullpen. We don't see anybody throwing. Might just be because we're blocked out here.
Yeah, that's kind of our blind spot. But Moody's going to stay in, as it's a 2-1 count to Rulius. Loya on deck. Stauffenberg in the hole. We'll see if Abello could come back in and pitch hit for Stauffenberg.
Yeah, I would doubt Stauffenberg gets an appearance at the plate today.
3-1 now to Rulius. Moody has already walked one this inning. Sherlin singled, Thomas walked. Third batter of the fifth for Illinois. A big chance for them to get closer to Purdue. And that is going to be the second walk of the inning. And Illinois now have bases loaded with nobody out.
And bases loaded with nobody out, with arguably their best hitter on the team at the plate right now.
But she hasn't been able to get a hit yet in this series. What a chance for Bella Loya to get out of this mini slump of hers. With bases loaded and nobody out. Loya is hitting .375 with the bases juiced. And she leads the team in home runs with 12. She'll look at strike one to start, as Moody is now at 4 walks in the game and has allowed 5 hits in 4 innings.
Yeah, and in both the second and the fifth inning, she's walked multiple batters. So it kind of seems like once she starts throwing balls, she kind of gets on, or I guess that would be off track, and continues to throw balls.
Up to 86 pitches now. Moody 0 for 3 at the plate, but pitching well thus far. Hoping to avoid giving up some runs here, but Illinois with a huge opportunity. Loya hits one. That's going to go up the middle. That could bring in 2. Sherlin's going to score. Thomas circles third. The throw home. Slides in safe. Bella Loya with a 2 RBI single, and the Illini are now down by 3 with still nobody else in the fifth.
I imagine we could be seeing a change for Moody. This batter, potentially the next.
Loya now with 48 RBIs this season. Purdue is going to talk, and Illinois now have the tying run coming up at the plate. Illinois was down by 6 after the first half inning.
Looks like they are going to make a change, but Moody's going to stay out there.
Maddie Damon's going to come in. Damon came into relief in the 6th yesterday. She faced 3 batters, gave up 2 hits, and allowed the 2 runners on to score, but they were not her earned runs. So the senior Damon with a big opportunity to try and get Purdue out of this inning and keep their lead. But Illinois has got Rulius on second, Loya at first, and it looks like Stauffenberg is going to hit behind the plate, as it's 7-4 Purdue now after Bella Loya's 2 RBI single. As you take a look at Moody's pitching stats for the game, 4 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 4 walks, a strikeout, and a wild pitch in 23 batters faced. She threw 87 pitches, 49 of them were strikes. As it's going to be 6, 7, 8 coming up here with nobody out for Illinois. A chance to come back in this game on Senior Day, as it will be Shelby Stauffenberg making her 9th at-bat of the season. She is 1 hit, 3 RBIs this year, hitting .125. What an opportunity here for the sophomore catcher coming in for the senior Abello.
Especially with no outs here in the bottom of the 5th. 7-4 the score.
And being the tying
She
run.
represents the tying run at the plate, where the Illini still have yet to commit an out in the inning.
And Maddie Damon is hoping to get an out, something she was unable to do in her short time in relief yesterday. First pitch is low for ball 1. Rulli is staying out in second. No pinch runner for her this time. Loya will also stay out there and run. 2 runs in this inning for Illinois, off of a Loya single that brought in Sherland and Thomas. 1-0. Big swing from Stauffenberg. That one is going to be foul. So it's a 1-1 count now to Stauffenberg. Illinois trying to win their 3rd straight. Purdue trying to avoid an 8th consecutive loss and keep what was a 6-run lead intact, 2-1.
Yeah, being patient in this situation is key. You got to make sure Damon, who we've seen struggles with command, that make sure she throws you a pitch that you can hit, and then once you get that pitch, it's up to the hitter, which is right now Shelby Stauffenberg
is going to hit
that.
One deep to center field. It's gone! What a moment for Shelby Stauffenberg. 3-run home run, and we are tied, 7-all.
Exactly what I was getting to right before that at bat. Stauffenberg has to wait for her pitch and really drive in. She did just that. She waited on a 2-1 pitch and took a fastball deep over the fence, and we've got ourselves a tie game, partner.
What a moment for Stauffenberg, and Illinois have tied this game. 5 runs in the 5th. Nobody out, as Purdue were up 6-0 in the 1st, and it is now 7-7 as Stauffenberg comes up with the clutch 3-run homer.
And that closes the line out on Moody now. 4 innings pitched, 6 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, 4 walks, and a strikeout. She is now not in line for a win or loss. Earned herself a no decision now after that.
And Illinois could make a bigger lead as Kaylee Powell is up now. Maddie Damon has now faced 4 batters and has given up 3 hits. Still trying to get her first out of the pen in this series. But Illinois getting the ILL, INI chant from the crowd after that huge home run from the backup catcher Stauffenberg.
And the Illini still sitting this inning with no outs. Essentially, the inning is a fresh inning now. Leading off currently would be Powell at the plate, who has a chance to set the table and try to grab a lead.
Powell thought about swinging on that one, but she holds back smartly, 2-1. 2 3-run home runs in this game. Lexi Huffman hit one in the 1st, and then we just had the one from Stauffenberg. Powell, big swing, 2-2. That got the crowd up on their feet in what has been a really exciting second game of this series. Both teams fighting for seeding in the Big Ten tournament and trying to close out their regular seasons well. 2-2 to Powell. Big swing from Powell. Is it back-to-back? You bet it is. Illinois comes back from a 6-run deficit in the 1st. Kaylee Powell to right field, and Illinois leads 8-7.
And just like that, Kaylee Powell with the left-handed stroke deposits that one over the fence. Just barely stayed fair down the line. And the Illini have their first lead of the entire ball game. What a resilient effort by this group, and they brought the bats out in this inning, no doubt.
How about a 6-run 5th inning with no outs? And Maddie Damon, just 2 batters faced, 2 home runs, 4 runs scored. And it's going to be another pitching change for Purdue as they're going to bring in yesterday's starter, Sydney Bates, who pitched 2.1 innings, gave up 5 hits and 4 earned runs, as the Illini have scored 6 in the 5th, both off of home. 4 of those runs coming off the long ball. Back-to-backs from Stauffenberg and then Powell.
And Damon has yet to record an out against the Illini in 2 appearances. Yet to record an out, and that's how the Illini have either tacked on in yesterday's game or came back in this one.
Sydney Bates back in. Powell hitting her 3rd home run and getting her 21st RBI of the year. My, oh my, what a game it's been. Wingirder is due up, but it looks like Carrillo could come in and pitch hit. So Illinois is almost batted through in this inning. And for the Boilermakers, a team who are just desperate for a victory. They've lost 7 straight. A first inning where they scored 6 runs. They get a homer in the 5th to make it a 5-run game. And just like that, Illinois scores 6 before even recording it out.
And it looks like Damon's going to stay in the game and play left field. Baker's going to move over to right, and Douglas is going to come out of the game for this change as Sidney Bates comes back onto the mound to pitch.
So Bates will pitch. Bay and Becker, Chase and Huffman stay in the infield. Damon in left, Will Hoyt in center, Baker in right. As Alexis Carrillo is going to pinch hit for Katie Wingirter. It's her 65th at-bat. She has 15 hits. Who knows if the Illini could even make this a bigger lead. 6 runs before getting an out. 8th batter up in the inning as Carrillo looks at ball 1 from Bates. Bates walked 2 yesterday.
And this is almost the exact opposite of the way the first inning went for Purdue. They got most of their runs with 2 outs, and in this inning, Illinois has 6 without even making an out. Truly incredible stuff in this game. 2 huge innings.
Going to be a delayed called strike there from Chelsea Clark. 1-1 to Carrillo. Carrillo did come in to pinch hit. Did not get a hit in her lone at bat in Friday's game. Looks at strike 2, right at the letters. So now 8 hits for the Illini, 4 in this inning, 2 of them home runs.
And both of those were bombs.
Oh yeah, they were crushed completely.
The Illini have a little bit of action in the pen as well.
Yeah, it's Brochu continuing to warm up.
And I think it could be Muzan also throwing a little bit in the pen as well.
1-2. Carrillo thought about swinging. They are going to rule it no swing as Sergio Villarreal at first base. Did not think Carrillo went around, so it's going to be 2-2.
There's some situations where it gets to that point on an inside pitch. You're not necessarily checking your swing, but to get your body away from getting hit, the bat sometimes comes over the plate, and umpires are usually pretty good.
And Carrillo hits one, make it 3 in a row. Solo shot, Alexis Carrillo, number 2 on the season, and the Illini have hit back-to-back jacks in the 5th.
And the Illini are really feeling it at the plate. Another great swing there by Carrillo. It seems like whoever the Illini put in the batter's box is going to take it yard. The Illini lead this one 9-7 after a 7-run output in this inning without even committing an out yet. Holy cow.
And they're going to bat through. Yeah, you got to get that holy cow in there. Hoochie mama, my goodness. What an inning for Illinois. 7 runs on 3 consecutive homers in the last 3 batters. And Avery Steiner's going to come up. She's 0 for 2 today.
So I'll use my catchphrase here. The Illini go schmack, schmack, schmack.
Yeah, literally.
And find themselves in the lead.
6 runs in the first for Purdue, 7 in the 5th for Illinois. 13 of the 16 runs coming in 2 half innings, and Steiner's going to keep it going for the Illini. Slaps a single opposite field. Illinois now have 6 hits in the inning, and they bring up Annie Fleming now with still nobody out. Annie Fleming is 1 for 2 today and has 4 hits in the series. She singled and scored in the 5th, and Avery Steiner is on first after the single.
8 batters, 7 hits, and a walk in this inning. 7 runs, and still no outs. This is incredible stuff.
What an offensive explosion for the Fighting Illini as Fleming looks at ball 1. I mean, you go into the bottom of the 5th inning. You're down by 5, and now you're up by 2. Talk about a turnaround indeed after the 5th inning stretch. And Purdue added to their lead in the 5th inning. Will Hoyt hit that home run. Now Fleming bloops one into foul territory for strike 1.
Fleming looking to just keep the line moving for Illinois.
Purdue have some ground to make up in the 6th and 7th batting, but they got to get out of this inning first. Fleming hits another one foul, 2 down. Or excuse me, 2 strikes. There is nobody down, as Illinois are now equaled their hit total from yesterday. So 20 hits in the series for Illinois, 10 in each game so far. But 60% of their hits have come in just this inning. Steiner on first, nobody out. 1-2 to Fleming. High for ball 2. As Sydney Bates has yet to record an out in her inning in relief. 2 hits, 1 earned run. That came off the Carrillo home run.
And the amazing thing is 2 of those homers that have been hit in this inning have been players off the bench. Shelby Stauffenberg and Carrillo.
Fleming chops 1 to first. That's going to be at least 1 out for Purdue. They finally get one, as it was hit right to Huffman there, but Steiner will go to second, so Illinois have the 10th run in scoring position for Kiana Sherlin, who's making her 2nd plate appearance of the inning. She's 1 for 2 today.
Yeah, and she got it all going earlier in the inning with a single stolen base, later came around to score, looking to do the same thing here.
Scored off that single from Bella Loya. That seemed like an eternity ago. First pitch to Sherlin. She's going to bunt, but it's foul. So Sherlin using a lot of energy there on that quick run to first.
Yeah, got down the line in a hurry. She's going to have to take her time and walk back, so she still has some breath left for the next pitch.
Trying to bunt Steiner to third, and she's been able to get those bunts down there close to home plate and beat out those throws. She does have a stolen base today with 11 on the season. Still trying to get her 13th career triple. It's 0-1. Outside, ball 1 to Sherland. Single in the 5th, walked in the 2nd, grounded out to the pitcher in the 1st. Her average sitting at 371. Every person in the Illini lineup at this moment has a hit.
And 7 of those have come in this inning.
Strike 2 to Sherland, as Bates is trying to get out of this inning for the Boilermakers, as Boo de Oliveira side now down by 2. 1-2. Sherlin thought about it and did not swing. 2-2.
Yeah, that's always a tough call to make, because maybe the bat did cross home plate, but she's also stepping further and further up into fair territory. So that's always a tough call. I think the umpire at third base, Sally Keller, made the right decision.
2-2 to Sherlin. 1 down. Hits 1. Nice catch at third from Bayen. Purdue getting 2 straight outs, big ones. They got horns. And Carly Thomas will come up for the 2nd time in the 5th with Steiner at 2nd, but 2 down now. Great corner infield play there from Huffman and Bayen to get the first 2 outs of the inning. And those 2 outs coming from Fleming and Sherlin, you wouldn't expect to see that most of the time.
You never predict those to be the 2 pegged as the out-getters.
First pitch strike to Thomas. Illinois with 7 runs in this 5th inning, 3 of them off of a home run from Shelby Stauffenberg. Follow that up with home runs from Kaylee Powell and Alexis Carrillo for 3 consecutive homers. And now it's 9-7 Illinois. All those runs came with nobody out as Thomas fouls that one off, so it's 0-2 as Sydney Bates can finally get Purdue out of this inning.
But not before Illinois grabs the lead and scores 7 runs.
So now the question is, you don't have Edwards or Sickles. We'll see if they even come back into the game. Pitching options are there. Thomas bloops one. Damon running out there to try and catch it in foul territory, but it stays a foul ball, stays 0-2. In a 6-hit, 7-run inning for Illinois. Oh, there go my papers. Wind starting to gust up here.
And still blowing in, which is incredible that Illinois has been able to hit 3 homers in the inning with the wind starting to pick up a little bit, blowing in.
Back-to-back-to-back home runs for Illinois. 0-2, Thomas. 3rd straight foul ball, the at-bat. Thomas fighting off pitches from Bates. Fourth straight foul ball from Thomas, who is 1 for 2 today.
And this is something we talked about yesterday. When you have 2 strikes and you're that good of a hitter, you can just kind of spoil pitches until you get the one you like. So that seems to be what Thomas is doing, being selective but also having great control of the bat and being able to work through and battle against Bates right here.
Another 0-2 to Thomas. Another foul ball. Make it 5 in a row. She's battling.
Yeah, it's a great at-bat here from Thomas. No matter what the outcome is, you've already made the pitcher, being Bates, work. And that's pretty much all you can ask in a situation like this.
Thomas scored off the Loya single earlier in this 5th inning. Another 0-2. That one is going to be hit, though. Oh, Damon almost makes the catch. Steiner circles third. Illinois gets another one. Then the throw away from second. Thomas is going to go to second and stay there. And Illinois add another run as Carly Thomas, after 5 consecutive foul balls on an 0-2 count, hits a single to left, brings in Steiner, and the Illini are up 10-7 and have scored 8 in the 5th.
What a showing from this Illini team. An 8-run inning, and the line just keeps moving for this team. What an at-bat from Thomas.
That was the best at-bat of the inning, or probably the game, most likely. I mean, 0-2 to get 5 foul balls, hit a oppo single there.
Yeah, 6 straight swings. One of them finally drops into place, and probably it was her worst swing of the at-bat, but just able to serve it out there. Damon couldn't make the catch. The Illini tack on yet another run.
Veronica Rulius back up, looks at ball 1 to start the at-bat. Sydney Bates now with an earned run. An 8-run inning for Illinois as they lead by 3 now. Inside 2-0.
Illinois surging back into the lead in this game. What a great testament to these seniors and how resilient they've been throughout their 4 years in this program.
First strike of the at-bat to Rulius, who's 1 for 2 today. She also walked in this inning earlier and scored, but she scored off of the Stauffenberg home run as Loya is on deck. Thomas in scoring position. She would be the 11th run of the game. Rulius bangs one to right field. That's going to stay fair. Thomas will score. Rulius tripping a little bit to second. And Rulius with a 2-out RBI double. Illinois have 9 in the inning and 11 in the game.
Wow, what an inning for this Illini team. I keep saying it now, 9 runs in the inning.
It's just getting better and better for him.
And Rulius with a nice double down the right field line, really hooked it, kept it fair. And another run crosses the plate. This Illini team is surging at the right time.
Looks like we're going to get another change here as they're going to bring in a new pitcher. Sydney Bates, 0.2 innings, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, a home run as Brenna Smith comes in. This is the 3rd pitching change of the inning for Purdue. It started with Caitlin Moody. She began this inning. She didn't get an out in the inning. Then Damon gave up the 2 home runs. Then Bates allowed 3 runs. 2 of these runs coming with 2 outs. As Brenna Smith, the freshman, coming in to try and get this final out of this very lengthy 5th inning. The Illini could get double-digit runs possibly as Bella Loya steps up. She already has 2 RBIs in the inning, and she's got Rulius at second after her 2nd double of the series. Just to kind of update you on where people are sitting just in terms of stats for the Illini bats, Rulius and Thomas are each 2 for 3. Everybody else who's in the lineup right now has at least a hit, and even the people who have come out for the Illini. Abello did go 0 for 2. Sasaki pinch ran. Trocum didn't get an at-bat. But Abello's the only person who has batted for Illinois today that did not get a hit.
And for Purdue, it looks like Baker's going to go back to left field, and Douglas is going to come in and play right again. Same infield is going to be Bayen, Becker, Chase, and Huffman.
So more changes in the outfield, more changes in the circle for Boo de Oliveira's side. Purdue was up 6-0 after one. We're up 7-2 at the beginning of this inning and are now down 11-7 in a 9-run inning for Illinois. Belaloya back up and looks at a called strike.
And if there's any hitter to keep this going for the Illini and kind of break out of a little bit of a slump the last couple of days, and that's hard to say when she's batting still .397, but it's Belaloya.
0-1 to Loya, swing 0-2. Last time we saw an 0-2 count, Carly Thomas hit 5 foul balls and brought in a run. Don't know if it'll be the same, but Belaloya is trying to get hit number 63 on the year and drive in her 49th run of the season. 0-2 to the Illinois designated player. Low for ball one, blocked by Halada behind the plate, as Purdue is now down by 4. Momentum shift galore here. Loya hits one to first, and finally the inning ends for Purdue, but not before the Illini score 9 runs in the 5th inning, go from 7-2 down to 11-7 up through 5. 6th inning coming up.